If you get in there first and the guy wants to be your coach, Dave Tepper doesn't offer him more money than Bill freaking Gates to coach the Carolina Panthers.
Also, isn't a factor in this that the Giants probably were a little gun-shy and outlaying that much money because they're still paying for bad mistakes like Pat Shurmur?
Yeah, so now you just keep making mistakes.
Exactly.
But still, I don't care. You print money. You sell PSLs to go watch bad football every year. I got to look at $120 Saquon Barkley jerseys hanging in sports stores. Stop telling me you don't have the money. You have the money. You could absolutely pay Matt Rule that. Stop it. Sell an airplane to pay him. I don't care. It was nonsense. But then to hear that they had made up their mind and were in negotiations with Joe Judge the night before, what a save-face move by the Giants. Yeah, okay, you flew Joe Judge in there, and I'm sure he obviously impressed enough in the interview to get the job. I have no doubts about that. But if Matt Rule doesn't get $60 million and he comes up to East Rutherford, don't tell me that you're not telling him to come because you liked what Joe Judge had to say.
No doubt.
It is nonsense, and you're once again pulling a Roberto Alomar going and loogie and right in every Giant fan's face. That's what they did. That being said, just one more closing cut of the pork store.
Sure.
I'm all in on Joe Judge.
Oh, is that right?
This is not a hot shot offensive coordinator where they
Okay.
loved his play calling. He's a special teams coach. It's one thing to be a Belichick disciple. He is a Saban, then a Belichick disciple. He's a guy Mississippi State was going to hire the head coach. Good enough for the SEC. He's good enough for the NFC East. Let's face it. So that division last year. And you look at the history of special teams coaches hiring the league. Look no further than John Harbaugh, 38 years old, innovator, young mind.
Boy, you are talking to yourself into Joe Judge.
The Giants will win the NFC East in 2020 with Joe Judge.
God.
So I'm full circle here. That was my day.
That's the pork store. Mraz's amazingly juicy cuts of meat.
Smart logic, though. We know the long list of success from special teams coordinators to head coaches. Look no further than John Harbaugh, who is an example of that, but maybe is the only example of that. It's like, don't...
Brian Billick, too, before he was an offensive coordinator, was a special teams coordinator.
You get two.
Right, but he actually was an offensive coordinator for one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history, the 98 Vikings.
But he's coached everywhere, all different types of positions. He was the wide receivers coach with bad wide receivers in New England.
Yeah, he coordinated the worst passing attack in the NFL.
Also, he was Aaron Hernandez's neighbor, so clearly he has his eye on everything.
Yeah, eyes open.